Well. So, okay, today we are talking about public service announcements. This is part two. If you've already seen the public service announcements, you're on the right one because of the second one. If you have not seen the first public service announcements video, then you please go back and watch the other one when you're done with this one, especially if you're in my class, because it would have some good information on there. So here's the thing. When you make a public service announcement, you're trying to get someone to change their mind, change their way of thinking. In an advertisement, you're always selling something like buy this shoe or buy this ticket to go to this event, right? Buy, spend this. In a public service announcement, you're also selling something that you're selling an idea or a concept. And the idea is either you're doing something wrong, stop doing that, or what did you? A kid back there just said teaching. That's insulting. Pipe down, teenager. Pipe down, please, teenager. So, okay. So, either you're trying to get someone to stop doing what they're doing or to start doing something that they're not doing, right? Okay. So, like, stop texting and driving. Don't do that anymore. Stop littering. Or start reporting when you see someone bullied, right? Or start I don't know, cleaning up the litter when you see, that kind of thing. So you're trying to get somebody to change their mind, do things differently, not once, but lifestyle change, right? And so anyway, when you do that, you don't necessarily have the option to do it with a pretty picture, right? It's not always a pretty message. I may or may not have said this in the last one, but the best anti-drug campaign I've ever heard in my life was a big high school assembly, about 1,000 kids in there, and there was a nurse, and she was like, look, I'm not going to tell you, someone just sent an email, I'm not going to tell you to not do drugs. I'm just a nurse. I'm going to tell you what I've seen happen to people who did do drugs. And for an hour, she told story after story, procedure after procedure about what she has seen with her eyes. And at the end, we did not want to do drugs. So, she did not entertain us with flowery words. She told us accurate truth. And she painted an ugly picture with it, which it is an ugly picture, right? So, okay, anyway, let me just show you examples. This will make it make more sense if I show y'all. Okay, so for one thing, these are not pretty. Some of these are shock and all tactics. They're scare tactics. Scare tactics can be annoying, but they don't have to be, and they can be very effective. Sometimes you got to scare somebody out of something. I can tell you until I'm blue in the face, please don't text and drive. Please don't text and drive. It may be completely ineffective. And then I could show you a picture maybe of what happens when someone does text and drive. And that may be what it takes to get you to stop texting and driving, right? And so there's one. Okay, I'm going to just move on. So here's one. I'll be brief, so I won't read every word of these. But this one is about not smoking. You'll get hooked when you're smoking. This is not intended to be a funny picture or a cool picture or a pretty picture. This is intended to be disturbing. It's intentionally unsettling, right? And again, sometimes to get people to do right, we may have to rattle a cage. We may have to ruffle some feathers a little bit to get them to not do things, right? Sometimes we all need a little kick in the pants, me included, right? Sometimes we need to hear the stark, shocking truth, right, of what can happen. And sometimes that's what it takes to get us to stop doing the wrong thing. Hey, okay, you had a word for, was it exigence? Okay, the word exigence means call to action, right? I got you. So, okay. Please stop interrupting when I'm speaking. Please do not continue speaking. Please immediately zip your lid. So I can't, would you please? I'll throw things. So listen, an exigence on a lot of types of public service announcements, you want to give a call to action, like respond now. If an anti-smoking poster, what you might want to do is like, look, right now, give us a call and we'll help you stop right now. That's what you usually want to do. You don't want to just say, don't bully, period, end of story. Or you don't want to say please report if you see someone being abused. You don't want to just say that. People are so busy, they'll forget to do important things. I'll forget to do important things. So what you want to say is report bullying right now. Like, here's how. Let's do it. Let's happen. Let's make it do it. Give a website, a phone number. Boom. Let's make it happen. So, okay, here's the thing. Here's one about words can be deadly. Think before you text. This is not a anti-text and driving. This is just like an anti-bullying, anti-cyber. And again, give a call to action. Give a website. Like, here's how we can deal with this right now. If I know someone who's been deeply offended, if I know there could be potential trouble, I can call this number. I can go to this website right now and deal with it. Exigence, probably the word exigence. Call to action. Deal with it right now. Okay, we'll skip by some. Anti-smoking. Again, not a pretty picture. Here's one. If you rotate it, this is pretty obvious, but what it looks like is if you. So I was moving on to the next thing. I'd already moved on from the word exigence. I'm not talking about exigence anymore. So I cannot believe you're still making noise. I cannot believe it. So, okay. This one, it says, it's very small. It's tie one direction and it's a noose another direction. Again, this is not a pretty picture. It's an important topic kind of thing. Bullying can lead to bad things. And again, we want to deal with it right now. Like, hey, let's call this number. Let's go to this website and deal with it. Let's get someone some help quickly. Don't wait till tomorrow. You may forget. It may be too late. Let's right now get this person some help, right? That's always important. And so here's another one. Let's see here. Anti-smoking, again, and you can just tell us, again, not a pretty picture necessarily. This one, very clever. They took a big lighter, turned it facing towards you. It looks like a gun barrel. It's not. It's a big lighter. Looking straight. Again, all these are kind of, intentionally unsettling, and they're not necessarily pretty. They're not necessarily cool. The point of a public service announcement is not to be cool. It's to get people to do right, and so let's see here. So I didn't say doing right isn't cool. That's not okay. You could have a pretty picture that's not effective and it's a pretty picture that did not help, right? Or you could have an ugly picture that helps. So actually the bell just rang. I was going to show you guys more, but I've got a class coming in and I need to end this right now. So if y'all have any questions, just let me know and I will, talk to you